Hi, we're Team Kaizen, and we're nostalgic for 90s style environmentally driven 3D fighting games. These games, which include Takara's Battle Arena Toshinden, Hudson's Bloody Roar 2, Squaresoft's Urgis, Capcom's Street Fighter EX series, Capcom's Power Stone 2, and Squaresoft's Tobal No. 1 represent a lost strand of DNA in the fighting game world. These crazy 90s fighters, to one degree or another, all feature the same connective tissue. While most of the action takes place on a 2D plane, these games allow for 3D movement as well. This leads to players being able to explore their environment, whether it was strafing around an opponent, beating them into a wall, or knocking them out of the ring. This added a layer of strategy to the fun. Lastly, they all featured insane feats, such as throwing fireballs, turning into animals, or leaping 20 feet into the air. This made each fight feel larger than life and made the player feel like they were in charge of their own action movie. We want to take the soul of these 90s 3D fighting games and bring it kicking and screaming into the world of HD, esports, and online play. Our way of doing that is Shattered Soul. Shattered Soul plays like standard fighting games, but with some notable twists. Our control scheme is easy to pick up using only half of the buttons of a standard controller, yet takes time to master and offers choices and depth to the player. This control setup also allows for the precision inputs of 2D fighters such as Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat, along with the 3D exploration of fighters like Power Stone or Urgis. Because of this 3D running, Shattered Soul's hook is, if you can see it, you can fight on it. Almost any environmental object or location can become a battleground, including moving objects like this Ferris wheel or dangerous areas such as cars and traffic. This allows the player to try and get an elevation-based advantage on their opponent, or play a cat and mouse game to lead their opponent into danger. Shattered Soul also features a globe-spanning narrative with engaging permanently good heroes, to intimidating permanently evil villains, and even chaotic neutral characters who don't become good or evil until the player makes choices for them in battle. Shattered Soul lets players take all of these characters into over-the-top fights that will provide deep, lore-driven storytelling delivered in life schedule-friendly fighting game-sized chunks. Shattered Soul is currently in the gameplay demo stage, so none of the art you see in the demo is final. To give an idea of how Shattered Soul will look in the end, here's a target art style render of one of our villains, Elamos, performing some animations. And here's our new concept art style for one of the demo's fighters, Haya. This piece is being used to unify the vibrant and eye-catching art style the final game will have. We know Shattered Soul will excite gamers regardless of whether they're playing this kind of game for the first time or are coming in with a ton of nostalgia. We know this firsthand, as we've shown our gameplay demo and art to select target consumers. We've had teens and kids who have never played a 90s style 3D fighter tell us they were blown away at a fighting game that didn't trap them on a 2D plane. We also had people praise our cast of characters who, among other things, treat the female fighters with the same weight and power as their male counterparts. Some gamers who felt that they weren't good enough to play fighting games told us features like 3D movement made Shattered Soul the kind of fighting game they would actually be interested in. We've heard this enough that we feel Shattered Soul could be a very accessible entry point for gamers into the world of fighting games. We know we have something special here, and we're excited to hit the stage of development where we're looking for investment and publishing partners to take Shattered Soul further. Thank you for your time.